An adventurous American's sky-high dream of landing his boat in Europe has come down to earth in Canada. It might have something to do with his unconventional route, not on the Atlantic, but over it. Jonathan Trapp took off from tiny Caribou, Maine. His 5 or 6 day mission touched down somewhere between Iceland and Morocco. But 12 hours in, he abandoned the trip on Newfoundland's west coast. That's where a CBC News crew found him, and it's where our Lindsay Bird picks up the story.
Jonathan Trapp had a lofty goal when he set out yesterday, trying to make the first transatlantic flight by cluster balloon. His version, a lifeboat held aloft by hundreds of helium balloons, a form of flight he'd already used to cross the English Channel. But the voyage ended just hours after it began. Trapp made a hard landing here, on the side of a mountain in the wilderness of western Newfoundland. After covering his balloon boat with a tarp, he used his satellite connection to post his change of plans on Facebook, writing, this doesn't look like France. The CBC went up in a helicopter to look for Trapp.
Right now we've just landed the helicopter in a pretty remote spot here, made some contact with Jonathan Trapp. He's hiking out to meet us, and we're going to be bringing him out to safety. He definitely wanted to get out of here. He said he's safe and sound, and right now we're just waiting for him to show up.
10 minutes later, the adventurer appeared.
Well, I'm very pleased to see you. I'm very pleased to see the CBC. To tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever been so pleased to see a media person.
Trapp was unhurt and surprisingly unshaken by his ordeal.
I was burning through ballast too quickly. So I either had to land here or in the middle of the Atlantic. If I stayed up all night, I would be out to open ocean before sunrise, and I can't land at night. So it was the coast or up all night and then into ditching at sea. And I didn't want to ditch at sea, much better land here.
Trapp missed his shot at a world record, but took it in stride.
Pretty grand where we've come into. It's not the destination I set out for, but it's kind of the way with real adventure. The adventure isn't what you planned on, it's what you find.
With that, we strapped in and took a bumpy ride back to Corner Brook, delivering Trapp straight into the hands of Canada Border Services agents, eager to talk to the man who hadn't cleared customs. One small problem, Trapp left his passport with his balloons, meaning now he has a new adventure through the world of bureaucratic red tape before he can start planning his next flight. Lindsay Bird, CBC News, Corner Brook.
And there's no reason to think Trapp won't be at it again soon. He's reportedly invested tens of thousands of dollars and spent countless hours preparing for this mission. Here's Trapp with that boat, designed just in case he had to ditch into water. That's a maneuver he practiced many times earlier this year. But it's hardly his most unconventional craft. Remember the animated movie Up? Well, back in 2009, Trapp created and flew his own version. It all brings to mind the 1982 media sensation lawn chair Larry Walters. The untrained American attached 45 balloons to a lawn chair and up he went. He landed safely near Los Angeles, but the stunt is dangerous. In 2008, a Brazilian priest made his own attempt. He disappeared, and his body was found in the ocean months later.